Hey guys, welcome back to Not So Popular Opinion. Women's expectations are extremely high. This is why a lot of them have hit the wall and are still single, looking for a good man. But when they find them, they say things like this. Let's check this out.
Sometimes a woman can talk her out of a relationship. You can talk. We do that.
Yes,
we will talk.
I'm gonna say something, and this might ruffle little feathers. I don't think just being a good man is enough to stay in a relationship with them.
But when I say a good man, I mean like he's good. That means all around. That means himself, spiritually, mentally, physically.
That's great.
Healthily, like he's a good man.
That doesn't mean that he's the man for you. And
right.
Maybe when you're going through these motions of getting to know him, you're realizing, okay, he's a great person, but honestly, I don't fuck with his humor. Like, he could be funny, but he's not funny to me.
And that's why a lot of modern women are getting 40 with 4 cats and no man, because he's a good man, but because he's not funny, you gotta throw that out.
Anybody else notice how visually uncomfortable the lady in the middle got as the conversation went on? Because she knew her friend was talking nothing but nonsense. She knew it, but she wasn't gonna check on it. That's the thing. The lady in the black even clarified, I'm not just talking about just, being a nice guy. This man is checking all your boxes. But then you still find the box he doesn't check, or he might not check. Because being great, being amazing, being everything a modern woman wants, still ain't good enough. They will add something extra to it. Their standards are not realistic because they don't truly know what they want. They don't. How is it possible for this guy to be physically, mentally there, be a gentleman, take care of you financially, physically, mentally, do everything you could possibly want in a guy, but the excuse you come up with is you may not F with his humor? And I hear a lot of women say things like, well, maybe this person isn't meant for you. Explain to me, what does that even mean? They're great, they're amazing, but they just weren't meant for you. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Relationships are not like they are in the movies. They are not like they are in rom-coms. You don't see that person and then everything just magically click. You don't swirl up in the air and doves shoot everywhere and music plays and you just know in your heart that this is the person for you. That's not how relationships are. You meet someone, first of all, it's based off attraction, physical attraction. You see them, you like the way they look, you interact with each other. You find out, who this person is, what they enjoy, what they don't enjoy, things like that. And nobody is ever perfectly meant for you, okay? There's going to be things in relationships that they do that you don't care for, and vice versa. That's just life. There isn't a person custom fit, tailor, meant for you. Nothing in life is. Cars, clothes, food, nothing. Nothing is just meant for you. That's not how that works. And I hate when people live in that delusion like that's how it's supposed to work. It's not. And for her to be so confident in this is crazy to me. I don't understand it. A lot of women will grow old and alone and become spinster aunts. And they pretend to be happy with this, but deep inside they're not. Everybody knows a person in their life right now. They can name that person that they will be relaxing doing something else, and that person will call them and call them and call them, or just drop by, or is always just trying to, let's go do something, even when you have had the longest week or you just need some chill time, they're doing that because they're lonely. We aren't meant to be alone. We're just not. Yes, there are some people that are okay being alone. But as humans, we crave that interaction with another person. And in a relationship is where we find that. And your cats and your dogs can only keep you company to a certain level. It is not the same. And you know it. You know, I just wish women would understand that no man is omnipotent. No man is. He can't be all, do all. That's just not how men are. Women, you know deep down you're not either. And I don't see many men just openly looking for somebody that is perfect in every single way. I don't see a lot of men coming out and saying, she wasn't meant for me. Because we live in reality. And a lot of modern women sadly live in delusion. Let's check out some of these comments. First comment here says she wants Pookie and Ray Ray toxicity. Yeah, she does. You can tell by her attitude that that's what she likes. She likes the craziness. She likes the, you know, the spur of the moment wildness that comes with Pookies and Ray Rays. Next comment here says, don't save her. Person replies, she don't want to be saved, quoting the great J. Cole. That is true. Hey, don't be no Captain Save-A, you know what? That ain't your job, bro. This person here says she sounds like she talks herself out of a few. Oh, definitely. She definitely talked herself out of a lot of relationships. She probably talked herself out of a lot of friendships with other women. This person here says, bruh, I gotta be a god. Then this guy replies, nah, that's still not enough. You gotta be a god and have a little devil in you too. Yeah, see, that is true. A lot of people notice that. You gotta be able to do it all, but then still have that little bit of bad boy in you. No matter what. You got to somehow be, you know, both sides of the coin perfectly aligned. That's not reality. No one has that perfect duality that's going to just be meant for you. I can't be God and the devil. This person here responds, I feel like she was saying you need to have a connection. Those other things are great, but if you don't connect with the person, it may not work. Person replies to them, but why even start seeing each other without the connection? I think what they're getting at, the second person, is that these are not situations to where you went out on a date, you didn't connect, and then you went your separate ways. Nobody is talking about that. We are talking about women getting into relationships with a man, wasting his time, his resources, and his life, when she is basing everything on a feeling of this perfect connection. This, I feel like he was meant for me. He was sent from up above for me. When that's not life. You go out on dates to get to know this person. But when you become in a committed relationship, why are you in it if you didn't feel this magical connection from the beginning? Why waste so much of this person's time? Why date them for long terms? Why get engaged? Why get married if the connection wasn't there in the first place? And a lot of people do this. A lot of people do this now. And then later on, they just destroy that person's life because, oh, well, you know, they just didn't do it for me. You knew that from the jump. Another female here says there's a difference between being a good man and the right man. Him being a good man doesn't make him the man for you. These are people that believe astrological signs dictating the kind of person you are. I'm not trying to crap on astrology. I'm not trying to crap on, mythology. I'm not even trying to crap on fortune telling, all that stuff. But if you are basing how you view life on those kinds of things, you are not living in reality. Me being a Capricorn don't mean anything. There's no right man for you, okay? There is no he is just meant for you. That's not how life works. Nothing works like that. Where is this mindset even coming from is what gets me. Where is it coming from? Where does this manifest from? Fairy tales is where it comes from. The person says, I 100% agree with her. Just because a man is good doesn't mean he is meant for you. You need someone for you. Stop living in Disney World. Where's these meant for you people coming from? Are you building them in a factory? Are you making them on a computer program? Well, explain to me where these meant for you people are. Where they come from. That's not real life. Last commenter says, I get what she's saying. Use your brain, people. I have met good, great men. They weren't for me. Why hold on to something that you know ain't for you? And I'll agree with that last part. If you claim something isn't meant for you, why hold on to it? But why even get into something with them in the first place? That is one of the main problems. Women are getting into relationships with men that they feel aren't for them. But they get with them because they're lonely and they're users and will waste all of this man's time and resources. When he think that he's found someone that he can spend his life with. But to you, it's a game. To modern women, it's a joke. Because our signs didn't link up. I don't get this feeling that he's meant for me. There's something better out there, even though he's great to me. Y'all need to grow up. Or grow old and alone. Because men are magic. We aren't wizards. This isn't the movies. Men understand that relationships, like most things in life, are hard work. To make any relationship work, you have to put in that effort. There are going to be good days and there's going to be bad. Nothing is just simply magically meant to work out. Nothing. Not school, not work, and definitely not relationships. No matter who you get with in life, there's going to be things that y'all just don't click on. But you work through those things. You work through those differences. If you can point to me any relationship, whether it be your parents, friends, whatever, that you can just tell these people were just meant for each other because everything lines up perfectly, they need to be in a documentary. These people need to be researched, and how their relationship is so perfect needs to be documented and told throughout time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to hear what you think about this. Do women talk themselves out of relationships? Is there such thing as a person that's just meant for you? Is being a great guy, a guy that ticks every box, is that good enough? Let's talk about it. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.